Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. It's one of my most beloved anime out there. It's not the best by any means,
Well, welcome back. Oni.
but I just love its horror atmosphere, fun katas, and the more emotional story it presents.
What's the matter?
I was just thinking of how happy I feel right now.
But then with an edgy horror anime, therefore be prepared to be scared and hard at the same time.
Taichi-kun, could you tell me what it is that I'm touching?
Well, joking aside, the show does actually manage to deliver a suspenseful and mysterious premise. The main love interest of the show is a ghost.
It's rare for people to come here, but I don't mind.
Well, this gimmick has been done again in Yuna and the Hundred Hot Springs, but never have I enjoyed such terrifying imagery and the possible prospect of death or possession from a beautiful anime girl.
Yuko-san.
It's so embarrassing!
Thus, Maid of Amnesia is very special in that aspect, as the show succeeds in keeping me guessing what the true motives behind her friendly behavior.
I understand. You're thinking about sex.
No, not at all.
It's okay if you are.
Yuko also acts kinda slutty and uses her voluptuous figure to lure the protagonist into spending more and more time besides her.
How do you like my summer uniform? Huh? I have to keep my eye on you.
Considering how we deal with a supernatural predator here, this made the flirting even more engaging and fun.
You'll help me, right? I mean, you did look at my most private places.
Oh, come on!
As I was always a bit concerned for the main character whenever he got close to the ghost.
Can't you just give me some space?
What do you mean? You don't like me anymore?
This is like one of those folklore legends where the naive young man is seduced by strange maleficent entities who take the form of attractive women who bring misfortune and even death upon their victims.
She saw me as a monster. It's really pretty simple.
I just love this atmosphere of fear and dread whenever Yuko is alone and Taichi-kun wanders along the hallways.
Yeah. If we can create an atmosphere that makes it easier to see something.
The colors are just amazing, and the art style is perfect for this kind of story.
Taichi-kun.
The dark shades in the background, the strong contrast between bright colors.
It was my own fear. It was me who couldn't learn to love myself.
And of course, the darkness that lurks in every corner makes for a thematic, sinister aesthetic.
Oh wow, how rude.
Every frame looks amazing, from the colors, atmosphere, character design, and art style. They are all perfectly combined into one entity to give us a unique and impactful anime.
This is so annoying.
Something else that impressed me here is that the show manages to combine a dark and kind of scary premise with a bunch of comedy.
Cat ears!
Come on, cut it out already!
And a lot of fan service.
If you harbor dirty thoughts, you shouldn't touch a girl,
What?
right?
Hell yeah. And this is what I'm talking about. A good story with anime titties sounds like a dream scenario.
Do you like it? This is the uniform I was wearing before my death.
And that's made of Amnesia brings some delicious partial nudity to the party.
Oh, you're such a perv. Were you planning to do something that might look bad?
You know that's not what I meant.
As I said before, Yuna is an incredibly attractive girl. She definitely is my type.
Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me right this second.
I know, I'm very inclusive when I talk about anime girls. I generally like most of them, as long as they have the attitude and the body to make me work for it.
My chest isn't big enough, but my skin's not too bad.
That being said, few anime women impress me that much to add them to my waifu list, and Yuko kinda way. is one of my top 5 waifus of all time, alongside Sakubu
You
Tsujima,
mean this old thing? Yeah, terrible, isn't it? I couldn't find a size that fits me, so...
Moka Kashiya,
Sorry. I just suddenly got all dizzy.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Kurumi
just zoned
Nightmare,
out for a second. It's hard to concentrate with such a handsome man in front of me.
and Asuka Langley.
Stop peeking, you stupid lech! Why is it all boys are idiots and so horny all of the time?
Look here.
Quite an impressive list, and Yuko Kanoe is a very special place for me, as I really appreciate the way she flirts with the main character and how she exposes her fake rockstar body to the audience.
Touch me anywhere. Anywhere you want. You can even touch me where you did the first time.
Then, I'll touch your hand.
I also have a thing for dangerous and mysterious girls. It's a fetish I'm not particularly proud of, and I assume it might get me into a world of trouble in real life.
Aw, you were such easy prey. You practically begged me to devour you.
When it comes to anime, the dominant aggressive waifus seems to be the one I fantasize the most about.
I just wanted to come here.
Unlike Zero Two, who looks like she's gonna devour the guy alive,
You are now my darling!
Yuko Kanoe has a more mysterious identity, as her personality splits between the insecure, naive, clueless girl she was before her death,
I don't like that girl. She's just mean. She sees me, but she won't touch me.
and the other more dangerous and maleficent side of her,
Don't come near me.
I am always you, and the two of us were originally one.
which at times can take over and do some serious damage to the main character. The anime does have Amnesia in the title, therefore we're about to deal with a serious mystery in regard with her past.
I kinda started to think I'd like to know more. About myself, you know?
You see, the whole story kicks from the premise that Yuko cannot remember the motives and circumstances of her death,
That's just fine. I'm a woman who lives in the here and now.
Yeah, except you aren't living at all. You're a ghost.
and it is her assumption that uncovering the truth will eventually set her free. Now I get ahead of myself. Let's address the main character for a moment.
Taichi-kun, you made a little mistake here.
Oh, thank you.
Sadly, the only major negative of this series is the protagonist himself.
Yeah, but,
Taichi-kun is not a bad or dislikable guy.
I know!
What are you doing, Yuko-san?
Now you can rest it on my arm.
But consider how fascinating Yuko and her mystery are. He comes off as stale and uninteresting.
Did I die in the epidemic?
Something that took me a bit by surprise regarding him and his hair color. Generally, while dealing with brunette, clueless, average-looking main characters in ecchi fanservice-driven shows,
Where did you get those clothes?
I borrowed them from the theater club.
but here, however, with a blonde dude takes center stage within the story,
Oh, stop looking! You're a pervert!
What? Pervert?
it is through his eyes that we get introduced to the abandoned old-school building where he first meets Yuko, the notorious ghost from the rumors.
Pale skin, almond eyes, a tall, slender build.
At first, he's reluctant to believe such a gorgeous girl can be an aberration.
One more time. I am a ghost.
Stop joking around! What is this?
But in classical main character fashion, he tries to take her authenticity by touching her inappropriately.
Don't worry about it. It isn't as though you did it deliberately.
Yeah, but I mean...
Now I like to grab rules myself, but this gimmick gets a bit repetitive, and even a bit annoying, as it works to the detriment of an otherwise cute emotional story.
Hide and seek is a ritual that summons spirits, like evil ghosts!
I'm not an evil ghost!
We have plenty of opportunities to delight our eyes with her skin, as she often gets naked and displays little to no modesty towards the protagonist.
Ah! What are you doing?
I just thought I'd show you the uniform from my time.
This is kinda cool, as it makes her look confident and strong, not to mention a lot of fun to interact with.
What I am doesn't matter. I hope you understand.
Too bad we don't have a worthy main character to willingly do all sorts of things to her.
It's more romantic that way, don't you think?
I guess we can't really have everything done right in anime, but still, Taichi-kun is a major disappointment, no matter how you look at him.
Well, I have to go.
Also, this show kinda is a harem. I mean, it starts by introducing all the females, while also using an innovative technique to start the story.
Could you take a look at this?
Huh?
I tried wearing a bra today. What do you think?
First of all, we have this cute, naive blonde girl who is fascinated with the supernatural.
Something to be found. Even as I do this, invisible ghosts could be roaming the campus.
But sadly, cannot see or interact with ghosts or other spiritual entities.
Don't worry, she doesn't know I'm here. Apparently, people can't see me unless they're conscious of me.
She's voiced by Brittany Garbowski, which is amazing, because I like her in any anime she stars in. Otherwise, Momoe isn't exactly a prime attraction of the show.
I put on my new bathing suit. What do you think, Nia-san? Do you like it?
I mean, she gets her moment to shine and flirt a bit with the main character in the later episodes.
Don't be shy now. Just say,
As Yuko loses every recollection of him,
I mean, we've never eaten lunch alone before. It makes me happy.
but besides that, she's mostly a comedy relief character.
Nia-san! The night duty room ghost was here! It was banging against the door! I was about to be its first victim because I was all alone!
Kirie Kanawa is a way different story, however. She's strongly connected with Yuko, as she's part of her family. She's alive, but Yuko is one of her ancestors, which only adds to their conflict and rivalry.
Even still, you prefer Yuko. I can't get why you think she's better than me. I don't care how feminine she is.
At first, she's concerned for Daichi-kun's safety, as she spends too much time with a spiritual predator.
I came here to help you because you're utterly unreliable.
But after the misunderstandings are dealt with, Kiria becomes part of the club. I like her tsundere demeanor.
Having a good base to work with makes such a difference.
How did I end up here?
But I also think it's kinda cute how insecure and sensitive she actually is.
Why? Why does this annoy me so much?
Kiria is easily frightened, which came as a contradiction to her bossy attitude.
Seriously, what's going on here?
I guess some things even scare you.
Also, she is very self-conscious of her body. She envies Yuko for her voluptuous figure and feels complexed by her small chest and slender figure.
Maybe I should drink some milk.
But hey, just like Momoe-san told her, it is better to be slender.
I think being slender like you is way better.
You really think so?
Kiria has a pleasant personality. She ain't as aggressive or dangerous as the ghost relative, but I appreciate her determination and commitment to expose her own beauty and make herself attractive towards the main character.
And by the way, if you think you can just forget about her, I would be happy to step in as her replacement.
Otherwise, the anime deals more or less with the mystery behind Yuko's existence as a ghost. Either we are experiencing her feelings of anxiety, or her emotions of hate and resentment, or we see the innocent and cheerful side of Yuko.
Why did you leave me alone for so long?
Well, I was on summer break.
And now that you're finally back, all you do is play with the others.
Kind of like an athlete, as we have a dangerous and deadly entity who can also display human emotions in numerous acts of kindness. I give Dust Maiden of Amnesia an 8.1 out of 10. This anime feels unique and is definitely a thrill to experience.